Hello there, Dr. Patterson Stark, and I wanted to talk about heart disease and fasting. What's the connection here? Well, as we previously alluded to in many of our conversations, heart disease is in fact an inflammatory problem. It's an inflammatory problem of the intima or the lining of the blood vessels, and those that are under high pressure that tend to get arterial sclerosis. And again, this inflammation in the heart is a counterpoint. And inflammation, as I've talked about previously, is a mother of all chronic degenerative diseases, and it's also the nidus of our number one killer. So if we could control inflammation, it would be a good thing. And controlling inflammation is, of course, the pharmaceuticals industry's absolute target with anti-inflammatory products. And there's literally a shopping basket full of these available. But why are not we getting better in controlling heart disease? And what could you do to stop heart disease from ever happening? And I think the fundamental thing is finding the fact that when we look at people in the world who have the highest amount of heart attacks, we find them on this side very high. And we use the United States as the prime example of the most obese and inflamed heart attack prone population, followed not far behind by Britain, Australia, New Zealand, and other affluent countries who have a high protein, high fat, low fiber, high processed food diet. And we come down all the way down, and we get countries that have very, very low amounts of heart disease. Who are they? They're the ones that have the highest amount of fiber and green plant-based diets. Cambodia, Vietnam, Thailand, very, very low rates of heart disease. Japan used to be there until they imported the American diet. So there's this confluence of things that says, well, look, these people don't get it. These people get a lot of it. What's the issue? What we find out is a whole foods plant-based diet is anti-inflammatory. It gives us replete amounts of phytosterols, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, all of these things that we need to quelch inflammation efficiently. We're eating a high-fat, high-protein, low-fiber diet is very, very low, like sometimes 60 times lower in nutrient value than a plant-based diet. And here's the problem. When you go along long enough like this, you can't flip it back. No matter how many anti-inflammatories you take, no matter how much anti-steroids they give you over and over and over, it's still not going to affect it until you get the balance of the pH correct in the body. Now, one of the ways to stop the body, invoke its emergency backup systems, is to stop eating, to eat low calories, to give the body the signal that it's going to do what it's been doing for the last 2 million years. It's going to survive. And it does this by giving a burst of antioxidants out of every cell in your body. And those antioxidants quelch inflammation. We've had people on the transplant list taken off. We've had people with angina have remarkable loss of angina and increase in function. We've had people reduce their medication substantially, reduce their blood pressure. All of these vascular events created by inflammation have been turned around by using a fasting mimicking diet, a whole foods fasting mimicking diet, or a 3-day water fast. Now, these are medically guided. This is a pseudo science in one sense, in that it's not taught in medical school yet, but people like myself and other researchers and clinicians who have been putting this together say, we want to help our patients. The downside of this is you lose a few pounds, you don't hurt anymore, and you take medication, and it's a little bit tough. And so what have we done? We got a group of people together. We support each other. I lead you through it 7 days, 1 hour each day online, video, or you can take those videos on your own time and watch them personally and go through this class. I screen everybody medically for this and to make sure that it's appropriate for you, that you're not going to endanger yourself, and we monitor you through the process. We've had quite a wonderful track record with over the 3 years plus that we've been doing this with patients on a quarterly basis, and seen some dramatic increases in baseline health. So think about it. Come join us on our next water fast, our next whole foods fasting mimicking diet. Learn how you can take care of your body. Join us 4 times a year to do this, to get the highest amount of protection and stay out of that inflamed state, and you'll change your life. Look forward to seeing you there. Bye bye.